Hey, and welcome to this new live stream from Hadith Tech. We are going to today live coding with Ola and Haji Malik. Uh, I think like we had Ola before. Yeah, we had Ola before, and we did a live session with him. And this is the first time for Haji Malik to join us. So, would you like to give a short introduction about yourself?
Oh yeah, um, my name is Elijah Malik Sek, and you can call me Takonomi. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I'm Takonomi everywhere.
your GitHub profile name. Yeah,
Yeah, Takonomi. Um, yeah, so um, I'm a software, I'm a software dev. I live in Senegal. It's just in West Africa, and I have been contributing to open source. Um,
And
oh boy,
for how long have you been contributing to open source?
it's more than a year.
Ah,
More
that's
than a
cool.
year, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's great. And do you work right now as a software engineer or something like that?
Yeah, I'm working at a startup right now
Yeah,
in my local area.
that's cool.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
nice.
doing front end mostly.
Yeah,
Front end, yeah.
and yeah, and are you thinking like are you looking for other remote jobs or something like that these days?
I'm not actively looking, but I definitely want to switch job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And how long have you been coding and like what do you do beside front end?
I do backend. I do backend dev. I like coding or what I like to do.
Yeah, coding in general.
Yeah, I do both front end and backend, and also native apps,
Yeah,
but with React Native.
oh, that's cool. And I think Ola, are you here? Yeah, we can't hear you.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay, I can hear
Can
you
you hear
right
me
now.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you. So would you like to
Great
give a
stuff.
short introduction yourself as well?
Oh, great stuff. Hi. Thank you very much. So, my name is Olavide Lawal Shidabe, and these guys here, they are actually one of the people who's made, like open source very sweet for me because unlike them, I've only just started open source last week. That's what I kind of like always put there. It means I'm a newbie in open source. I pretty much just started in June, and I started contributing to this project where I kind of like met Elaji and Roger, and I'm also a front end developer, and that's what everybody usually say. But I don't like to always kind of like niche myself down to just say only front end. I'm a
Yeah.
software engineer. I do whatever comes,
Yeah.
right? So
Whatever comes for software engineering. That's cool. Yeah.
exactly. I do whatever comes, and it's just really nice being here. And like
Yeah.
Roger said, it's not my first time on this stream here. I don't know how things work here, but at least I'm just trying to get used to everything here, and it's just really nice being here. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you for joining for you and like thank you for accepting this by the way invitation Al Haji. And
Yeah.
so to start with, would you like to I think I could share my screen so we could talk about the issue that we are having right now and what we have
Yes.
um in the open source app, then we will go to coding. So just give me a second. I'm opening the open source app here. I'm sharing my screen. So open source is like one of the projects that we have been contributing to, and this is like this the way we all met. I met like Takonomi through the open source, and
Yeah.
I remember that the first issue I made was he helped me to like take that issue and contribute to that, and he showed me the documentation. Thank you for that, by the way, Takonomi or Alhaji. And then
You're
we
welcome.
met Ola through one of the issues, and we formed this kind of international friendship right now. So for the project, one of the stuff that you have is your profile, and inside the profile, you could see that you could let me just yeah. So you can see the number of the people who are following you and the following, but uh, you don't have any way to see that or like a list for that. And this is what we are going to do today. which is nice. So the thing we are going to do today is to have a page. We will show you the followers or following, and we will do the something similar to um, Twitter or whatever, but we will keep it simple today. And it could be having something like just a page, and we will have that. I think it will be similar to the notification here. And by the way, the notification here is part of the project that Al Haji already worked on it, so he is the one who know what we have here and what we are doing. So,
I completely forgot what I did.
oh, okay, that's fine. We will both remember that together, and we will see what you have done there. So, I think here's the code for
I
this.
remember I did not get any of it.
What you remember? I didn't hear you. Could you repeat, Ola? Did we lose him?
Oh, I said I did
Uh,
forget. He did forgot not forget when he worked on that
oh,
notification.
yeah. So, uh, do you have anything that you would like to both to add before going to the code? By the way,
Um, to add like I don't know.
yeah, like any information, or would you like to just jump directly to the code?
Let's just start coding.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start coding. So right now I could see I am following you on Visual Studio Code, so you could just like uh, tell us what you are doing, what you are thinking about.
Oh, so I'm going to do it. Okay, cool. Um, I think we can start by creating the route for the following. Is
Yeah.
it the following or followers?
We need to check, by the way, the the API, what we're having, the API. So I will open the. Mm, what was the name of the link
I
for
think
the
we're gonna.
API? Is it api.opensource.pizza? Yeah, here it's API open source pizza.
I think we can use the beta one.
Yes.
Uh, should we go to beta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can change
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
So here it is beta, and here is our API. And what should we look for? Um,
Followers.
followers. We don't have followers. We have following, but we don't have followers. You get a
Oh,
list of
okay.
the following for provided username. Yeah, we have the following, which is like users, username, following. But I remember that we don't have the followers.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we
we
can
don't
do
have
the
followers.
following.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we can start with the following. So I'm going. I will share those, by the way, in the chat. So anyone who is watching this, you could check that. Here is this, and here we have that. And right now we have this endpoint. So what do you suggest? Wait, does it this work without? Oh, no, we need to authenticate here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have that right now. So yeah, would you like to? So like, what would you like to do right now, Haji? So what we should do?
I think you can start by creating the route,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure. Like, should we do it in the user folder, or that way we're gonna have slash user slash followings,
I think it should be
or should we do it outside?
username following
User username. Oh, okay.
user. So we will have that.
Yeah, that makes
So I think
that kind of like still follows.
like yeah, it will be similar to. So we could have something like this: username following or followers, whatever it is.
Okay. So let's create
Exactly.
that.
That works. That makes sense.
Yeah, sure. So where should we start? Where should we add it?
Oh, you just said in the
Yeah,
username
okay,
folder.
here. Let's add following. Or was it followers? Wait, I forgot this. It was following.
Following, yeah.
Um, following.tsx. Yeah, so here we have that. So you can go ahead with the code and tell us what you are thinking about while you are coding.
Um, I have no idea where to start.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let me have a look in the notification.
Yeah,
You
sure,
could
we could
just
go.
you could just start with the company.
Yeah, you could
Come on, you
just
guys,
go.
help me.
Yeah, I think as you mentioned, we should go on to notifications, so you could just like go there and you could see what you did there. I think I am following you. Am I? Wait, how to?
Cool, cool, cool.
Are you in notification? Yeah.
Let's
So
just
here
start.
we
Let me just start by importing React.
let me just follow you.
Do we need to import React, by the way?
How? Mm.
You don't have to. I don't think we need to.
Yeah,
Or
we
you
can
could
remove it.
just like copy the part from following from notification.
Copy
And
the whole code.
right now, I'm not sure. Not the yeah,
Then
wait.
that would be a lot of stuff.
Sorry.
I what you said, Ola?
No, I'm just saying like that might be like a lot of stuff to copy, but I do see the reason why you also have to copy them. Maybe you can just
Yeah.
start by boilerplate saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
the component first, and then set the layout. Like the profile layouts and stuff. That can be some sort
Yeah.
of
Sure.
juice to so that I get started with and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. If you would like, you could just go and do that part where you will have the boilerplate and you will have the components part. Then, by the way, I didn't check this code before, so I don't know what we have here. I'll just have a quick look right now. So to understand the
Even
code, just
me.
like we have here the React importing stuff. Here we have the components, and then we have the interface for data and meta. Where we are getting data user notification as data, and we are having meta information. Okay, we have notification with page layout. The we have the filters, reference, session token. Okay, this is the one
Okay.
we need for that. We fetch notification. Okay, so here instead of fetch notification, we should have that other URL that we have, right? The endpoint for following.
Yeah. I think we
And
have a hook,
yeah,
a hook for that. Yeah.
yeah. And then let's me go here. We have the memo. What did we do here?
So this, what is this? Okay, so this was for filtering. This is for filtering, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So here we have the data
So we
filtering
can
based on
filter
the
the
type.
notification, yeah, based on the type.
Okay, we use effect again when we get the session token to have another router. Okay, and we handle the change. Here we have the normal React and HTML style,
Hmm.
and we have the button to change the stuff. I think we don't
Yeah,
need the buttons right now, but we could have them as following followers or whatever. Or we no, we don't need them, and we have the loading state.
You don't
yeah,
need
That's cool. Then we are mapping the notification based on the stuff we have, and we have visionation. Okay, so uh,
okay, so yeah, let me just start by
how could
creating just a functional component here. Let's just render something for now. A
yeah,
div,
sure.
trying to autocomplete here. Oh, which
So
one?
you will just start with the basic stuff when you will
Yeah.
have a div and you have the basic information.
Yes. We
Okay,
have
that's cool.
followings here.
Mm.
Oh, what's going on? Cool.
And
And then we export the followings. Can you start the server so we can check?
yeah, sure. I think we have a shared terminal as well, but npm run dev. Here's the server starting. I'm just showing the page for the server right now.
I think while we wait for the server, you can just go on and set the page layout. So you know the page can have the footer and the header and the footer.
Yeah.
Sure. Would you like to set that, Ola?
Yeah,
I
well, go
will
ahead.
follow you.
All right, great stuff.
Here we have
So
you.
that would be with page layout. I think that's the type, right? But anyway, if that is it, one just has to import it. Import it with no. Import with page layout from. Now I don't know exactly where that thing is, but I've sure seen it somewhere within the layout
Um,
interfaces.
don't worry about
Where
it. I
would
will
that
copy it
be?
and
Layouts. Okay, yeah, interface. Oh, yeah, like you can copy it from somewhere within the file too.
yes,
You could
there you
just
go.
like take it out from here.
Exactly, right? Yeah, that's it. With page
Cool,
layouts.
cool.
Imports like the 19. Yeah, exactly.
So here, yeah, this one.
Yeah, exactly. Line 19. You pasted it? Okay, great stuff. So after that, then we can do like the following that page layout.
Hmm.
You should get the typing. Okay, so under the
Look
following,
at you, yeah.
then there will be following following that page layout. By the way, we also need to bring the profile layout in there because so we got to like bring the import. Uh, uh, I think it should be profile.
I got it.
Okay.
There you go.
Here we have profile A. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, great stuff. So that is layout.
So what we are trying to do is something similar to this one here.
So just clean this. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can move this upwards a little bit so it can be before the export. Just so you know, like keep some certain some sanity.
Yeah.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
writing?
Yeah, why are
Or
we having the red squiggly line though? Are you writing? Or
I lost you. Here
I
we are.
lost you. Here we are.
Oh, it's because of
Oh, it's
this.
because of this.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, great stuff.
Cool. So since we have that right now, let me see.
Cool. So since we have that right now, let me see.
Layouts profile. Yeah, okay, so we have that correct. So I'm going to open the server. I think I opened it. Here it is, the page. I will just log in so we could see what we have done here so far till now. So it should be username. I'm going with my username, and then we will have following, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And we should wait this to load right now. User username following. Pretty focused. Okay. And here we have that. Ta-da! We have the following
Oh, this is
fixed.
great. Let's ship it.
Yeah, yeah. Let's ship it.
Um, Alright, so what do we do next?
I think we should fetch the data. So to do that,
Yes.
who would
It
like to do it?
exists.
I mean, I think there is a hook called use follower something.
Where is
Okay.
it? Let me follow you so
It
you
should
could show
be,
us the hook.
yeah. It should be in the lead folder or something.
Okay.
Is it like use followers?
Or use following.
Use following.
Yes, use following.
I think it's related to use following. Let's go for
No,
following.
I don't think. Yes, I don't think we're consuming any list of followers or anything in a hook. I don't think we're doing that. We're rather using like a hook for like trying to get the user following. I'm trying to follow a user or unfollow a user. I think that's the reason why there's like the use follow hook, and instead of
Oh,
like
Yeah,
the
I
okay.
structure is like a follow user or follow.
yeah. What they have is related to following highlights, not like related to
Okay,
fetching the
so we can
following
just do.
people.
Following list of following. Just use the endpoint, at least for now. And maybe we can compile it to a certain hook at some point
Yeah,
later.
I think we could just like go and fetch it directly from the page as you mentioned. I think this is what we are doing as
Yes.
well mm,
Exactly.
In
in
the
the notification.
notifications,
Where is it? I closed that. Okay.
you can just copy it.
Yes, exactly.
Here is the notification. So here we just like consume that in fetch. And where did we use that? We use that inside the user effect. So we could have the same um logic here.
Yes. Yeah. Do do it. Do it.
Um,
Yeah, so
who-
maybe you can just
so I think I will do it. Okay. Um, we need this and the fetch and the handle page change. We don't need handle page
yeah.
change, by the way. Let's go here. We have the fetch. I will change the names in a few minutes. And we need the user effect, which we will get the session token. And when we get the session token, we'll change that. And here we are fetching notification. We don't need notification. We
Hmm.
is session token is okay. We have something missed, which is the session token as use Superbase here.
Yeah, the hook.
The hook, and we need to import that hook as well. Quick fix. add import. Yeah, so here we have that hook, and this should fix the stuff that we are having. Okay, the set loading. I will remove set loading. I will just, or do we need that?
Yes, I think we do.
You can just remove it for now.
Yeah,
We
we
were
remove it
quite
right now,
concerned
and
about
then
it
we will.
just to get the thing later.
Yeah,
We just
and
want to like log the responses that we get from the following list to the console
this shouldn't
just
be
to see what
notifications, but
structure of data it is.
fetch following. We need to use fetch following, and we need to import this router. Should we like change the push the router, or we just need to push the following use effect for that?
I
Let's
think
just
we
take
don't
all
need
of that
that.
part out first.
Yeah, yeah, and here we have that. So here we have user, and what was that Swagger stuff that we have? Users,
Following, just
username
following.
following. So users
Yes.
here.
Username.
Ola, can you fix the import errors?
The import errors are fixed. Yeah, we still have that use effect
Okay.
one. It's fixed. And here we need
Okay.
to have
Where are we
username.
getting
So
the
how
import errors? Because I can't.
we are getting it from, like, if you see that we are getting username, I think it's as a props, or what the name of it. Let's see here how we are getting the username.
The
I
in
think
the
we're getting username
URL.
from like use session. That's where we're getting username from. You get like a user object use session, or maybe in the URL too. That's
Oh,
true.
Yo, we are getting it from URL. I think the URL is much better to get that. But
Yeah, that's true.
and how we get it from the URL?
If we will be getting it from the URL, so there are two options, right? The first option would be to actually do it from like like a certain server side thing, and maybe we can just use the router because we already have the router there, right? So we can just from the
yes.
router get the URL params, pick the username from there. So you're going to have to create that at the top, right under the use superbase auth. You're going
Yeah,
to the structure like create something from the next router.
I think it's let me, I will share this here. So Next.js has this user router, which is like you could get the slug directly or the ID.
Okay.
And I think we could use that directly. So we could just have user router, and then we could have router query.slug.
Exactly. That sort of like brings me back to something I just noticed now, right? If you look at our imports, we're actually
Mhm.
importing the router function from next router. We're not necessarily importing the use router hook,
Yeah. So
and
we could
that
just
doesn't
get
seem
that user
correct.
router hook like this.
Yes, use router. Exactly. You should check the statement out. Exactly. And then you can just instantiate, like create a router value from the use router hook at the top.
Yeah. So you mean here.
Something like that, exactly.
And then we could use
So
that
that should actually come out exactly.
router slug
Yeah.
here. This one. And here we have slug. But I think it should
So it
be,
would be
yes.
router.php.username. That would be the thing. Because the slug to the page has that
Yeah.
dynamic username thing.
So here we should have that. And am I correct?
The slug should
Let's try it.
be username. So
Here we have
router.php.username.
users. Users. And just to check, I will print that slug here, and we will see that. So we could check how this page works right now.
Wait, hold on. The slug is actually not gonna work. It should actually be dot username, not dot slug.
Oh, okay. That use
Yes, the
that
That
username.
query that
username.
username.
Yes, I think
Interesting.
because that's like the representation of the slug.
Here we have slug.
I
Yeah,
think
I think
I could be wrong.
yeah. We will go with that and see what we are getting here. So if it's undefined, we will check that. Let's go to the page. Here it is. We have the following, and we should expect that in the console.
The cons- Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but we get like an empty array.
Oh,
Are you not following anyone?
let me
Oh, I think so. Do you for like let me try.
let me
Take
try
a
as well.
minute. I'll try you. I think
Maybe you're
I'm
not
not following.
following anyone in the beta, like in the local environment.
Yeah, I think so. I will go Takanami Dev.
Cool, cool.
So we are rebuilding. While we are waiting, let me see what we have in the code. So he will just print the console query. We get the users. So if we get the users, then we could use them inside the code as like set state or
Yep.
something like that, right?
Yeah, sure. So I think we're getting everything we need to get correctly. Only that Roger isn't following anyone locally.
Yeah, I should follow someone. I should follow someone in the beta.
Exactly. Maybe you should just do that. Follow someone or two, and let's reload the page. See what it comes up with.
Takonomi, is it like? Did I misspell your username? Is it like Takonomi De?
Yes.
It's just give us a not found. So this is kind of um
I don't think it will work. You know
users
why I said that?
undefined.
Reason why I said I don't think it will work. The reason why I said I don't think it will work is because the request that we're making now, I think it's kind of like only trying to. Okay, yeah. Now it should work. Reason why I'm
The
saying
issue
that
that we
is
have here is
I
we get
just I just
undefined.
I just
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, I initially thought that you are going to have to append some sort of like an authorization bearer session token. So I thought maybe the session token was obviously going to be for that person who is trying to get the following list. So obviously, I think he just needs a session token. It can be anybody's session
Oh,
token, provided it's just kind of like
yeah.
authorized to view the following. That was what I thought for the
That's.
photo for them.
I
I think that's right.
kn- yeah, like the issue that we have right now is that we see that undefined username.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
that's
Why
the
is
issue.
the
So here we
username?
are having we don't have the username. So I will just like try to log this for the slug for the username. And I think we should have here as a slug instead of username, but I'm not sure about that. So we will, yeah, here we have it. And we have the list. And Takonomi is following someone.
Ooh. And it's slug.
It's not slug, it's the username, it just like didn't work the last time, but like right now it's working.
At the time. Okay. I
So
think
slug
I
is
think maybe we
undefined,
can do
username
this
is
then.
defined.
I think maybe we can do this then. What is that? We can maybe hard router.use.query.username, we can add it as one of the dependencies in the use effect. So the moment that changes to like like get a real value, then the use effect can sort of like run, make sure that the page runs if it didn't run at first. You get what I'm trying to say? So that can obviously try to like refetch the following.
Yeah, that
Yes.
makes sense.
Mm, we could do that. And by the way, just like based on that, like, can you see my screen? Yeah, here is the data.
Yeah, sure.
So here we have the data, but we have ID, we have following user, we have user's ID. I think after getting that, we need to fetch the user's information
The
to show
user
them.
data. Sure.
So who would like to do the code right now? And what we are going to do? We get the data.
Go ahead, Ola.
Okay, so can I do great stuff. All right. So I don't know exactly how to, like get the user data exactly, but if you can do like this for me, just pull up the Swagger, like the API doc. Let me see what appropriate endpoints I should be querying for that.
Here. And which one do you want to see?
It should be the user endpoint.
Can you repeat?
User service.
User?
Like the endpoint we should query to get user info.
User input by ID or something like that?
Okay, yeah, here, this first one. So that should be like find a user by username. But I don't think it's a username we're finding by. We should be finding by ID.
Find a by username.
Unless maybe there's a username in that list of data that we got.
Yeah, here we have a find a user by username. We need to have an ID, right? Wait, what's the data that we are getting? We're getting the
So
user ID.
wait a
We're
minute. What
getting
do you need to?
See, it doesn't have a username.
yeah username. So everything related to user is based on username. Do we have something called user ID? No.
Yeah, exactly.
As
There really isn't one.
we have highlight ID, but we don't have user ID. We
Okay, what
have
are you trying to
collaboration.
get?
So we are thinking to get the user information.
The current login user.
No, the like so as for here we are in Takanami
No,
right now page, and we could see that you are following someone with user ID whatever it is here. We need to get that information of this user as his username, profile picture, and whatever.
Oh, I think it's the following user ID because yeah.
Following.
and if whether it's the following user ID or not,
That's the user
I
who
think
follows
what we
you.
just sort of
Yeah, so here is the data that we are getting.
yes,
But
exactly.
we are not getting the information for the
The
user.
username of the user.
Username, yeah, or the profile picture
If we
or
have
the bio.
the user's username, if we have the profile, the user's username in this data that gets returned, we can basically just take that and do a user search for that user, so we can get the user's detail. That would be the user's name, their profile picture, and any kind of thing that we need to, like populate the following page, right? But we're only getting the user ID. So there really isn't an endpoint here that helps us fetch a user by ID. Instead, we're only able to fetch user by username, and that's the endpoint that Roger just opened on the page now.
Okay, cool.
So we should have that in the API. We will open an issue for that.
So it's two issues now.
I think we could,
The first issue is we don't have an endpoint to get followers.
yeah, we have the following only, and so we need the followers, and we need to get the profile information. So it's two issues.
And I am going to do it.
Okay,
So
sure.
we can I okay, great stuff. I think you should let Masek.
Yeah, sure. You can share your screen directly, and I will show it.
So know what way we want to go. Maybe we can just kind of like say that the user the following list of followings and the list of followers, maybe we can just easily say it should also return the user's name in the data it returns, and that can kind of like save us the stress of having to create another endpoint that lets you search a user by ID. So it means that if the followings and the followers comes with the user's name, and we can just take the username and leverage the search by username thingy. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are correct about that. So I think like Takumi, do you want to open the issue and share your screen?
Alaj.
Oh, are you talking about me?
Yeah, yeah, we are talking with you.
Yeah, like you should go on and share your screen like, so we can see you open the issue on the
Oh.
API report.
I
Mm,
think after opening the issue, we could just like have a mock-up data, and we will just like think about that, so we could move forward with that UI design at least. Let me see your screen right
let me
now.
check. Um, let me see if you do have something following. Okay.
So
Okay, we have the following. Um, feature request.
yeah, we should request a feature.
What are we going to say? Come on, help me.
Yeah, okay. Add support for
I think
following. I think it's point.
let's just start with the followers endpoint. Like, yeah, followers. Add support for followers endpoint on the user services.
Add support for followers endpoint. Um, currently,
So currently, we do not have ways to get a list of users followers.
users like this. Followers. With diagram.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
and I think we could explain why we need this, because to have this feature, and we could add the example endpoint that we are having right now, which is the following.
following, yeah, exactly. So one needs to also kind of like state that there is a following endpoint. So the other brother of following, which is follower, is the thing that doesn't exist. So currently, we don't have a way of to get the list of users followers, but there is a way to get the users following.
Okay.
to get users list of users following, and that is I think you can just like copy the endpoint. I think you can just copy the endpoint and paste that in the code that's the backticks. So
This
So
endpoint
I will share the link for that. Wait,
or the
I
code? Oh,
can't see
okay.
your screen. No, the one from Swagger,
Oh, I think I did.
which is
Cool.
yeah.
great
Plus,
stuff.
I think we could add and the additional context. We could add that this issue from the open source app. So this will be blocker for like
I
not
don't
having
think the
this will be
endpoint is
blocker for.
correct. The endpoint is not correct.
Oh,
I
this
think it should
highlight.
actually be like forward slash users slash username and following, right?
Yeah, I will share
This
it in
is
this
get following highlights.
in the chat.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, that's it. And
What else?
I think we could add the UI issue here and mention it there. This is like we could just say this is related to what was the issue that we are having. It's just like open source app 1452.
What?
Um, the issue that we have right now, which is why we are working on it. So we could mention it there. It should be like GitHub open source app issues 1452 1452.
Oh, okay. Are we good?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think, Ola?
I think that makes sense. That makes sense.
So we have
I think I can look at this right now while you two like do the um, oh yeah, go ahead, Abdurrahman.
uh, I was thinking to it like to start and have the second pull request, not pull request, the issue which is related to
The data
adding,
that doesn't
yeah, the data,
isn't in that's the username that's absent in the list of followings.
or have an endpoint to search for username by ID. So I think you could open that as well, Al-Haji.
Yes.
I think that isn't really a feature. Is it a feature or okay? Or are we trying to create like a request for the endpoint to search username by ID? Is that what we're doing?
I think we could mention both of them, and then we could have like an input from John and Nick Tyler, so they would like direct us based on what they have, on the knowledge they have for the stuff that they are doing. So we could mention. What I'm thinking about is to have like to mention the issue that we are having, and then we could tell them that as suggested solution, we could have an endpoint for search, or we could add the username and leverage the username search endpoint, and then they would just tell us this one is better, so we'll move forward with that.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I
I
think the
think
Yeah, I
issue
you're
right
right,
don't
now.
Sebastian.
I don't
One
get it.
second.
Or by the way, since we
Okay,
are
so
giving,
what
uh,
come on, Roger.
what you were
Come
saying,
on.
yeah. So I was thinking, since we are going to add the username already to that endpoint,
Mm-hmm.
we could add the profile picture, bio, and the name as well, so that we will not need to have any extra endpoint
Extra
to call.
call. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
But like, let's open that in
That's
not in this one. Let's open it as a bug right now. I think it's not a bug, but like we could open it as a bug, right?
Yeah.
I think it's an
And
enhancement. That's what it is. So
yeah, we could go to enhancement. I'm not sure like how to. Yeah, we could go and add feature request, and inside feature request we could. I think we could choose enhancement, right?
Yes. Um. I mean, it's just feature, right?
Yeah, and in type of feature, I think we could
yes,
choose enhancement there.
yes.
Cool.
So it would just be like
And
more useful, add more usable user data to following object.
Nice.
User following object. More usable data to users following to response from users following endpoint. Right?
Add more usable data to the response. Yeah.
Yes, to response
To
of
the
user
response.
following
Oh,
endpoint. Users following endpoint. Exactly.
cool, cool, cool.
so
So
here, I
the
think we
current
could
behavior
explain the
is
situation
that
that we have here.
yeah. So right now the endpoint only returns the user ID of the users followed, right? By a current user, by a certain user, right? Come on.
Slow down, buddy.
And this would require an extra call to an endpoint to fetch the followed users data.
Um, the endpoint only returns the user ID, and this
Requires an extra API call to fetch
get.
to get user data, to get each user's data. I think we need to kind of like make it known that it's not like a O of one
Mhm.
operation. It's actually O of n because you don't know how many users you might be calling at each point, right?
Yep.
I think we, instead of
So right
saying
now the
that
endpoint only
we
returns.
like, instead of
Go
saying
on.
that this
I can hear
require
you.
an extra API call, we could say that this prevent us from building this page since we need an extra call. And then we could say that instead of having an extra call, we could either have an extra call or we could add the data here. And that's a good solution.
Yeah, I think that works too. Like that would be in the suggested solution now, correct?
I think here we could add like an right now the endpoint only returns the user ID, and after that we could say that this doesn't allow us to make a page with user user profile information, let's say. And then we could say this require an extra API because the main issue here is that we couldn't make the page in
Okay,
the
so it
UI.
means like right now. Okay, so this doesn't make it easy for making the page with the data that exists on the response without doing an extra call, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For
Because
making
like
the page.
let's
Yes,
say for making the following or followers
the
page.
following page. I think the context here is following. Yeah, the
Yeah,
following is the context for creating the following page, as this requires an extra call to get each user's data without making, yes, an extra call to get each user's data. Yeah, that makes sense.
For
It makes
creating.
it easy. I think you should just use the thing. Let's see the suggestion, right? Just right click on the stuff, see what Grammarly pops. Oh, premium.
that's
What the hell?
that's premium. That's okay. Just like we could move forward.
Just leave it like that. Doesn't make it easy to create. Okay, this doesn't make it easy to create the following page. Yeah, this doesn't make it easy to create here. So to create,
Yep.
yeah. So in the suggested solution, we can sort of like just say data's like username and profile picture should also kind of like maybe be included in the stuff.
Sorry?
Like in the suggested solution, we can say like
Mm-hmm.
adding addition of extra user data, like addition of extra user data such as username and profile picture and a link to the user's profile. Yes, the username. I think with the username we just have everything to the profile. We don't have to get a link separately. So additional users data such as
Profile
username
picture
and
and bio.
I think even with the username, we can get the user's profile picture that way. Because the way we're
But
fetching
like
profile
we
Yes.
picture is
Yeah.
GitHub API.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so additional information like username can just go a long way. With the username, we can make up a link to their profile. We can make up a link to get their image, like their profile picture, and then we can also make use of the name itself on the list of followings or followers,
Should I
such
write
as
that?
additional information, such additional user information such as username can can go a long way to programmatically creating programmatically generating a link to their profile and and
Can go along
yes,
with?
programmatically generate a link to their profile. Oh, can go a long way is what I said. Can be very useful. Yes, can be very useful. These are the kind of can be very useful to generate a link to the user's profile and the profile's user email, the user's profile picture. A link to the user's profile and their profile picture.
Their profile.
Picture.
This is where we need AI here.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think AI can read our minds though.
addition user data information. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think we need the user bio as well, or
D?
the user bio as well, like, or should? Oh, I think we could just
Um,
like have the picture. Let's just go with
We don't
username.
need that. Just a picture. Yeah, just a
Yeah,
picture.
let's just like go with picture and username.
Picture.
But like we might need
Just
the name.
the username. Yeah, just the full name.
Yeah, from the user.
You mean the user's full name?
Yeah, because like we have
I
that
don't. I
as
don't
feature.
think we even use the user's full name on any
I'm not
other.
sure
I
what
don't
is
think we
the.
use the user's full name.
It's just give me a second. I will check what
Do
it's
we use
called.
the user's full name on the profile? I don't think we still use that.
We have bio and we have something called name.
Nick
No,
is
it's just
saying
name.
that which endpoint are we referring to?
What? Did Nick
Which
join?
endpoint are we referring to? No,
Ah,
he
okay.
commented here. Yeah.
That's cool. We didn't add the endpoint. Let's say the following endpoint.
Um, let me
And
grab
yes,
the
the
endpoint.
following. I think it's in title. Just copy the link
GitHub.
to the following endpoint and paste that.
Is it
Yes.
API? Yeah, we should add that here.
I think you should just pull up the link in the Swagger so you can send it in the chat for Roger to for Elijah to add to
Yeah,
it
it's there.
exactly. That makes sense.
That's there.
Are we good?
So update the comment.
That's
Just respond to Nick that it's in the description body now.
Oh, wait a minute. Abdurrahman, do you want to respond to that?
Just give me a second. Which endpoint you are referring to? Did you add the endpoint to that? No, you didn't add that.
No, I didn't.
Did you update that?
The description.
No, you didn't update that. No, it did. Let's see. I will add that.
Following.
Hmm.
I think Nick was streaming. I don't know if he's still streaming.
And I think it should be related to the followers as well. So I will just like add a comment that this is related to this issue.
Yeah. So we can always make sure that the same data that we are requesting to be added to this endpoint should also come with that endpoint.
Yeah. So we don't have like kind of different data here and there.
Yes.
And yeah, that's it.
And
So I think we could get back right now to the UI, and what we could do is to have let me name it, to have the UI, and we could use Amok data, which is the approach that like I think all I used before in BioDrop.
yeah,
So
you can just mock some users and
yeah, and we could just like see that this is the data that we are waiting, and we do with this, so we could just like move forward with that. What's the name of it? With that pull request or issue in the UI, then we could just like check the API later, and we'd see if this works together or not.
yeah.
So just give me a second. Should we get back to the code?
Yes, Ola.
Yeah, Ola, by the way, is just like going to get a headphone because there is an echo in his like
Oh yeah.
side. So yeah, we should wait him for a little bit maybe, or I think we could. Let me see.
You can share your screen and
I will share my screen. Yeah. Here's my screen. You can see it here. I will go and follow you. Where are you? You are in the notification
Here.
page. You get back to the following page. So we could use a mock-up data based on what we have in that API. And what we could do is this. I will go to Swagger right now while we are waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I will get the data. The data. I couldn't say it. The data that we are getting from that. So here's the data that we are getting from the following endpoint,
Cool.
and here is the data that we are getting from the user endpoint. And
Mm,
let me remove that here.
let me try to get some.
Here is what we are getting from the user endpoint. So for the user endpoint, I think, could you see? Yeah, we have the ID. We don't need that. Open issues, it's not needed. So we could go to not URL, login email. No, we could have the bio as well.
Oh, wow.
And I think we could have the name. Let me unfollow you here.
We need the login and the avatar URL.
Yeah, do we have the avatar? I didn't see that.
Yes, we do have the avatar URL here.
Yeah, we need the avatar URL and the login and the name, right? This one,
Yes.
Mr. Pizza.
Oh
And
no,
then,
it's the login. Yeah, the name is the login. It's here.
it's is it? Should we use the login only instead of
Yeah.
having the name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we could go with that right now, so we could move forward. And let me see. Let's have like two. I will remove that. Do we need anything else from that data?
You can remove it.
I will remove that. Okay. And here we could have, this is the first user. Let's have another user.
Testing microphone.
And yeah, you are here right now, Ola. It's working.
Here, can you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, for having headphones for that. And yeah, so what we did, we had like right now a mock-up data for that users, and we would expect this data to get, we should get it from that.
Oh, great stuff.
So we could like for the UI, we could move with that mock-up data, and then we could then later have integrate the API.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So instead of like going, we could just like have that and
That makes
everything
sense.
related
I
to
think
that.
we.
Yeah.
Just changing the
That
values
makes sense. I
here.
think this can even make us sort of like move faster to also create
Yeah.
the to also create the followers endpoint, the follower routes, even without the endpoint.
Yeah, we could just like move with that, have the UI, and when we have that endpoint, we could just like add it there. So it could just like have, we could have the infrastructure ready for that code
Yeah.
or skeleton, let's say.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
right now we are assuming that the data are correct that we are getting from that call.
Let's try it.
Yeah, sure. Let's try it. Would you like to write the related code there?
Okay, great stuff.
Mm,
Me? Are you saying me?
Go ahead, Ola.
who would you like? Yeah, go ahead. I will follow your username in that
Okay.
in the code. Here we see you right now. You are in notification.
Okay, great stuff. I should be in following. Not great. Not. notification.
So what are you trying to do right
Okay,
now?
so oh my like okay. So the thing I'm trying to do right now is just to sort of like create something similar to what we have on the notification page. You know, I think
Yeah,
the notification has a setting set up already that has like the user's username somewhere and like like somewhere with their avatar there too. So I kind of like the structure, right? So I'm just gonna go to the notifications part now and copy that
I'm just like
part,
opening the
right?
page to show
Yeah,
that.
exactly. You
Yeah.
can just I think you can just go back one route. Yeah, exactly.
So just like need to go to that route. I will show the notification page just like to have something visual to talk over it. So it's user notifications. Yeah. So here is what you are talking about.
Exactly. So something like this, something like this. So it might not look exactly like this. It will be in the module, but it will obviously have this username somewhere and the profile picture also. But then it won't have the 4 days ago. So just the card, the circle,
Mm-hmm.
and the username. The card, the avatar, and the username. Right. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go now to the notifications part. So
Yeah,
instead
sure.
of
We are
like
following
just
your code right
copy
now.
that card. Okay. So I think this is the card. Yes, it has the avatar. Yes, it has the avatar. It has the part that carries the user login. So here's the code. So I'm just
I
going to
think
collapse
you could
this
get the
and
full code
copy.
from the map. With the map, I think you could get the map as well.
From the what?
And like you get the map here, and for the map we could use the users instead of having notification.
Oh yeah, true. I can just change the value. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Y-
That's true. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy everything like this. Why? This is the reason why it's actually interesting sometimes to work on already established code bases and not, like maybe doing some whole stuff by yourself from scratch and stuff. Just obviously always just things to copy at different points in the program. So I can just take this, change it to users, right?
Yeah.
I think I just over deleted.
Is
Yeah,
I will
and just
just
take
a
this,
second.
users.
And here we could have
I
changed
think so.
that, yeah, user, and we have the ID, and then we could add the information that we need.
Yeah. So there's the
And in the meantime,
notification.
I'm going to look into the API.
Yeah, sure. Ah, you mean you would like to do
I
that
guess that's what I think.
call for
Yeah.
followers? Yeah, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so there is the users, and one of the data that exists on the users is the user login, the avatar URL, and the name, right? So I think we just want to use the login, and maybe a little bit of the bio, but no, not necessarily. So let's just say avatar URL, right? So we've got the
Yeah,
avatar to bring those in. So that means we're gonna have to. Oh, I think you're already doing
I'm
that.
just importing the stuff.
Exactly. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
you
So
are welcome. And here,
in the
we see you
avatar
again.
initials, okay, good. So in the avatar initials, I don't know how we're gonna get that exactly, right? But
So this could be like the
let's
username.
just boilerplate
They
something in there.
and I
No,
think this could be.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it could be like user dot username dot char at 0, or not user
Okay,
dot
so
username. It's
it's
just
only
like
taking just
user
one
dot.
letter of the user's name.
Yeah, so it should be like user dot
It's
name
only
or
just
dot
taking one
login.
letter.
I think we could go with name. Yeah, I'm not sure what
That makes
it's
sense.
doing, but like this is what.
User dot name. Yeah, user dot name is just okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the user
user
dot
dot
name.
name.
Yeah, that's cool.
So user dot name. So this part to the user URL. So this will be user.login. And this part where it says get avatar by username. Yeah, so We just say another. Maybe we can just we already have like the users avatar URL. We can just say user dot avatar.
Yeah, we don't need to get
Yeah,
that.
correct.
Yeah,
If I typed that correctly, okay, it's an underscore.
avatar slash it's avatar
So it's
underscore
an
URL.
underscore.
Yeah,
It's not a camel case underscore URL.
I
So
think I could just give it
okay,
a
so
second.
it may not exist.
What we could do is I get this here, so you could see it. So we will not like have, yeah. So we'll not like scroll up a lot.
Oh, so I can see like right there at the top. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. That makes
yeah.
sense.
You
So
don't
it
like go
means
up
that
down up
I don't
down.
think we need some part of this, which is we don't need this. Exactly. So we don't need this and we don't need this. But we do need this. Right? So user dot login. I think we
Yeah.
can pull this thing here. Link to URL. I don't think we even need this to be a link. Unless maybe we want the username to be clickable too, right?
No, let's have it
So we
like
can
as
just say
username, so it will go to the username.
yeah, I get that. I get that. So I'm just saying, like, I wanted to take this thing out of this link so I can get rid of the link. But I
Yeah, sure.
realized that we might be needing that link to be clickable, like the username part right here.
No, the
Let me
username
just
is clickable already. It's the up one. So I think we could get this information to inside the link. It's inside the link above it,
yeah,
or
like
yeah, we could just like get it.
the yeah. So the thing is, the username is clickable now, and the avatar is also clickable, right? So that's the point.
Yeah. So what I was thinking about is having like a full like. So let's make all this the full component as clickable, and we will have the stuff inside it. So we will not have rewrite the link again twice. What
Okay.
I'm thinking about is I will. So we'll have this here,
Okay. So if
and
that's the case, then we can just do like this.
we'll have
Yeah.
it here, and why it's angry right now. Yeah, okay, so because like it's closed already.
That's because there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we could get rid of
Wait.
this one and this one.
The link's in there.
Yeah, and this one here. So this what could be, and we'll format that. So here it is. I think this is cool to start with. And what we could do is remove
Yeah.
this part,
So yeah.
and here we could just like have the ID for the key. But like this could be repeated, so we could have the login as key, but like I will not we will not think about that right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
That
I
makes
think
sense.
we are okay.
So if we
So
run
for
this,
a circle,
it should
by the way, yeah, okay, just like that. So right now we should be able to see this. Let me see what page. This one. Yeah, here it is. Hooray! We have them.
yeah. That's it.
We have Vortex, Brandon, and B Duggy.
Oh,
So
nice.
we've got the boilerplate. The boilerplate.
Yeah, we need to
So the
get
boilerplate
this.
following list is kind of like ready. We just needed to look good now.
Yeah, so we have that right now. We need to add the pagination here. We need to have. Should we have this here? Yeah, we could have something similar to this one. So to do that, let me go. I will. I think I could go here if it's okay for you.
Where?
Like I could add that to make it a little bit cool.
I mean, come on, let's get it. Come on, I'm following
Yeah,
you
sure.
even.
We could have this class, which is the flex column, which is what we need, and we could have it here. We'll close that after the map, and I think this would have a better view. It should. Let me see. Yeah, so here we have the gap between those stuff and it's flex. Okay. So what else we need to do, and we need to get from notification.
So I think one of the things we also kind of like need to do now is we need to decide exactly what positioning we're giving this thing. Are we positioning it in the middle, or we want it to go to the right hand side? How are we doing that? And one of the things I also kind of like want us to do now is, have we kind of like resoluted now that we're using exactly the looks of the arrangement on the notification page, or maybe we need to, like go to some certain platform that has these followers and followings to sort of like get a view of what it looks like, right? Just to, like make something that looks good. Because in the end, this will go to production, even though at some point we will be getting a design from like HISA to,
Yeah.
like change up the looks at some point. But at least put up something nice.
Yeah, so I think let me go here. And Brian went and said that we could have something simple like what's Twitter having here. And
Okay,
it should be like
okay,
a page.
okay.
So
Oh, I guess this is where you got the idea. I guess this is where you got the idea of like the followers and followings from, like the bio idea.
yeah, the bio ID, because like here they have that and they have the buttons. Like we will not go with the buttons right now. We could just like have the ID, name, and stuff like that. But as for first iteration, I think we could just like, let me see here, Twitter. I think as first iteration we could go with something similar to, yeah. So here it is. Something similar to notification, and instead of having these tabs on top, we could have them on left. So when you click on this, you would move between the URLs like Twitter. So what I'm like,
Okay, so you want us to move between. So what you want
just give
us
me
to
a
do
second.
now is to move between like followers and followings.
Just give me a second. Yeah, what I want to see, right, what I'm thinking about, which is like we could see if this is like, so here let's say interaction, or let's say users, and then we could have here for, where is it, followers, and this one could be following, and then here we could have that as, this is name, and we could have this as bio, and here, which is the 4 days, we could have it as login, and we could go with something similar to this style. And here we could just change this stuff, and we could remove the all, by the way, so we don't need that. But like this is just like a first iteration, and we could make it simple and similar to notifications, so we could move faster instead of doing um a different design right now.
Okay, so even if we do follow this approach, it means we can even entirely just copy the whole content of the notification page and stick to what
Yeah,
is on the left, right? And then mutate the thing that's on the right to meet this, right? I
yeah.
kind of like enjoy it. Yeah, I like it. But then the thing I would just sort of like want us to do to kind of like improve this is, how long is the bio? Can we like bring the bio to this login area and then let the name and the login be the thing at the top there?
I
You know,
think
the bio
like
can
we
be
could
long
have then,
sometimes. So if the bio is very long,
I'm not sure that the bio is
go
long
on.
in, are we in open source? I think it's just like 500 letters maximum, or characters, isn't it?
Okay.
I think we had some kind, or yeah, we are getting it from GitHub,
Okay, that's it.
and GitHub has a limitation
So
like
just copy that content.
which one?
I think you already copied it. Is the bio controlled on GitHub or it's controlled on open source, like in your profile edit? Is it?
Let me go to settings. Yeah, we have a bio here. So it's just like
I think
255.
the initial bio, yeah,
It's like from
characters. So
open
copy
source,
the
and it's just
content
like
of this your bio.
yeah, and have it here.
Copy the content. Copy that. Yeah, and paste it in that area. You'd see it's going to behave some type of way.
Ye-
That's the reason why I kind of like suggest that we bring it to the
Yeah,
downside.
sure. We could do it downside, and we could
You see that?
yeah, we could have the login
We
and
could bring it down.
yeah,
Bring the login to the top.
yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Here, and we need to get this out. Why? It's not getting out.
I
Okay,
think
just give
I
me.
think it's the content we need to copy because now you're moving the P to the top and bringing the span down.
Wait,
Because don't forget that the login is actually, I think it's a P tag.
let's have it here
Oh, is it?
as
Okay, it's also a span.
login. Yeah, it's all of them as span here right now. Not sure why. So yeah, we could have something similar to this, but like we could have that
Exactly.
span as smaller font. Is it font size? So we could have it as smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, we could change that later, but like we could have something small and we could have it here. Just give me a second.
Yeah. So it doesn't compete with the name.
Yeah, so we could have it like down the name. Let's get the name up.
No, I have another observation too.
Yeah, so we
I
could
have
have
another
something
observation.
small, similar to this, but like not that, like, yeah. Go ahead.
So, like I said, I have another observation. So the thing is, I think we're going to in fact do away with the name and just stick with the login, just as it is here, right? Reason why I said that is, do not forget that the extra data that we're requesting to be added to the following and the followers response data, right?
Yeah,
For each user object, we're only requesting to get the username added to it. We're not requesting for the name. So it means that on this page we will only have the username present to us, not the full name too.
yeah,
You get, so in the place where we have like this taxonomy dev, we can just have the username, that's the login there, right? And in that side where we have like the 7 days ago, we can just put the bio there. How about that?
so you mean
Unless we are asking to receive like the user's full name.
I think we could ask for
So
the username later, like in
so
the
I mean
API.
I mean
I think we should ask for that. Like, so I
I
think
know
we
I
should
know for
design.
sure. What I'm saying is now we we should ask for the full name too, right? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I'm saying that we should ask for the full name too, because like at the end, the API will be consumed by the UI, and if the UI is missing something, then we need to add it in the API. It's like not like we shouldn't be limited to the API.
Okay, great stuff. Great stuff. Okay,
So
great stuff. The
how
reason why
do?
I'm just saying that is, it was just we here. We are the one here who sort of like requested for the extra data.
Yeah,
And I see that in the extra data we're requesting for, we haven't asked for a full name. We've only asked for a username, which is the login,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the reason why I'm saying this.
Yeah, I think we could ask that, like, we could add a comment there and we could show, like, mention this issue. So we could, like, have that. We just, like, opened it, like, a couple of minutes ago, so it's fine. So are we okay with
All
this
right, great stuff.
design,
Great
like,
stuff.
Takanami
All
and
right, so
Ola?
okay, I thought this login wasn't going to stay here. I thought the login was going to be in the same line with the name, but
Should we
smaller.
okay, let's move it up to the line of, um, so you mean
Yep.
I need to get this inside here, and this should be a P, I think,
Yeah, that way.
and this should be a P. but
but it's in a. I think you can just stay span because it's all in a P together. I think you
yeah,
can both stay span.
I didn't see
So
the
just
P
Control
on
Z or
top of
Command
that.
Z just to convert it back to span.
But like it's showing it's up
Yeah.
for some reasons.
You can just set up like a maybe you can just flex it and put it like items end. Yes, items end, so they can all sit together at the bottom of the flex.
So flex, is it
So
like
justify. I think is it justify?
I'm not. So let
No, it's
me.
already flexed. But the thing is the position, like
Yeah,
the align items. Yes, align items.
this one. I was.
It's already
I just.
flexed. I see that in the P tag.
Yeah, I just wanted to get this like user interface to
So
make
you
it
just let it
easier.
sit. Align center.
You mean so you wish
Okay, great. So I think the last one is what you want to pick.
the last one align items and
No,
we
not
should.
flex direction. The first one.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
the
last one. Yeah, here it is.
this one.
Yeah,
Align items. Exactly. Exactly. So let's
and we
see
could.
that clearly again. Let's preview it clearly.
Yeah, here it is. We could move forward. I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think we could move forward with this one and design like do that later. So should we? Are you okay with this
Yeah.
one? With like, yeah, Takanami, do you have any input for this one from your side?
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh, Alhaji, can you hear us?
Elijah.
You are muted.
I think it's muted there.
Yeah, he's muted. He's unmuted, right? Okay, he muted again. So you are
Oh,
unmuted
okay.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Um, what is this? We have name and login.
Yeah, so here it's just like a mock-up design for what we want to
Okay.
get from the notification page. So do you feel like this is okay? So we could move forward and do something similar to this to finish that
Mm-hmm.
what's the name of it? The PR right now?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
Do
sure.
you do you also have the date,
Date for
the
what?
follow date?
No, no, we are just talking about this first style, not
Oh,
everything,
okay.
just like this one.
Yeah,
So it will
this
be
looks good.
something like this. Just give me a second. And here we copy this, paste this here. Is it at the end? Okay, it's at the end. So let me remove those. Why I couldn't do that? Okay.
I mean,
So it will,
this looks good.
yeah, so it will be something similar to this. We don't have the other
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we can go with that for now.
Yeah, and we will have another iteration for
Yeah.
that design. Let's have it
Cool.
here. So let's write it. Design expected design is similar to the notification page, or we are thinking we are thinking about design similar to notification page like this one. So here it just like we could I'm just like adding it here to have it as reference later so we not like lose that. And uh so okay, we could go with the code. So what Takanami, would you like to go with the code or do you prefer, or what about you, Ola? Like which one would you like to go right now? Let's see what we have here.
Um,
This is the page we have right
oh, you
now.
commented. You commented on the issue.
Yeah, I commented on the issue, what we did, what we think about the design. But what I'm thinking about is who would like to continue with this design here, or would you like to say like let's
Okay, so
should we
can I
do
do
that?
that?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I can.
Sure,
I'm just
go
saying,
ahead.
can I start working on it already? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I based
I'm
stuff.
just
So, I think
here's you.
your design is kind of like specific because it's not following exactly the same structure that it is on that place. But anyway, it still makes sense. So this is gonna kind of like mean that I'm gonna copy. Let me kind of like focus you so you can follow my.
I'm following you right
All
now.
right. All right, great stuff. So the thing I'm gonna do now is I will copy exactly all the contents that exist on this page, like the all
Yeah,
return component, right?
that will make
But that's
stuff
gonna be
easier.
like the
Yeah,
start of the work because we're using every parts now.
yeah.
Exactly. So
The only thing that we are
copy
not
that
using is
to
this kind
like
of
the
inside avatar stuff, but like yeah.
yeah for sure. We're just going to obviously correct. Super.
At some point, I think we
So I'm
should
just
have
pasting
like a
everything.
different um not page, but like molecular organism for this. But like we could do, we shouldn't think. Well, I will not think about this right now.
Okay, great stuff. Don't think about it. Let's just do what's at hand. You can think about others later. All right, great
Yeah,
stuff. So I want you to help me do something, and that is help me quickly add all these imports that are not present. So
yeah, sure. I will go
just
with
help me
that.
bring them back in with the button and everything. Whichever one we don't use, we're just going to return it later. Just bring
Yeah, I
in
will just
everything.
like here quick fix add
Quick
import. Is
fix.
it like
Add import.
from Redux, or let's say I will have it simple.
No.
I will get it from here. So I
Oh
think we
yeah, like
almost
you can
need
just
everything
copy
from
everything
here.
from the top there. Hmm.
Here, let's see what we
Whichever one we
have
don't need,
as.
we can always do away with them.
Yeah, we could remove that. So we remove this. Yeah, we have that stuff already.
Okay, great stuff.
And did we miss anything?
I don't think so. We copied
No.
exactly everything that's on the page.
Yeah, that's why I said like we should have it as a component later, but like we'll just move with this style right now.
Alright, for sure, for sure. Alright, so great stuff. So from the design, let me kind of like focus you
Why
again.
we
So
have
you're
top
following
diff?
me. Focus participant.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I think this part that has the title. What do you have there? I
It
think you have users.
users,
So
yeah.
yeah, users. And then we are doing away with this all part, correct?
Yeah, we don't need that all. We
So we
just need
just need
followers and following.
followers and following.
And for this, I think we could get rid of the stuff that we have inside it, which is like on a click. We don't need that. Or do we need that? Wait, we should keep them. We should keep them
Okay, at least we don't need it for now. I don't think uh,
because it's just like
I don't
having a
actually
hover
think we
there.
need
We
them.
need them. We need them.
Anyway,
We need them. But like the filter
okay, no
wouldn't be
worries
a
then.
filter,
But
and it would
it has
be
some parts. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
already
that's
taking
correct.
that part
So
out. Instead of having because it's a button, right? It's a button, and the fact that it's a button, it needs like an action kind of thing. I think, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
we could
User following,
we
but
should
you can
have it
just
as a
remove
link.
the filter.
Yeah, we should have it as a link, but like
Yes, like maybe
it's
make the button a link.
yeah.
There is
So
a style. There's a style on the button that like
Do you mean wait?
There's a
Let's
setting
keep
in
it
the middle
like
of the
let's
button.
keep it right.
Are you sure it's a link that does that, or it's a button that's doing that?
I'm not sure about that, but like what I'm thinking about right now is just like let's keep it as it is, and we could have like check it later, so we could just fix that and change it from button to link. But like let's just get the first iteration of the page working as what is expected. And for filter,
Yeah,
let's
correct.
have
So
it
let me just take
as
out all this
can,
parts, all these instances. That has like
can we keep
filter
the
in it.
filter right now?
I'm already taking them out.
Yeah, okay, take
Because
them
the
out. Yeah,
filter
cool.
doesn't, yeah. Because
But what
I
I think
think what
about
we're
it,
working with is we are actually working with
it's
two
not.
different routes now, right? You know
Yeah,
that,
we
right?
will get that information from the router, but like I think we could use the same logic, which is like router whatever it is, then highlight this, router the other one, highlight the other one.
Okay, sure, we can always do that. We can. Oh, yeah, I get that. That's the reason why the filter has to be there, and so
Yeah, that's what I asked
we
to
can
keep the
check
filter.
whatever slog it is that's present on the page to sort of
Yeah,
like just decide. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's just because like it's what do I call it? It's some potential stuff to like just give our pages red and stuff. That's the reason why I didn't take them out. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that part. I'm just gonna leave it so it's there. We're gonna change it at some point, right? So for now, there's still some parts that are looking as though they are. Should I call them useless?
Um,
Right? Okay, great stuff. Let me just start to already touch on this part that we are using some part and we're not using some part. So I've deleted the correct.
yeah, this is where the bio we
This
should
is the
have.
part where the bio should stay.
So here it should be
So
user.bio.
user the bio, and now I'm saying user the bio. User isn't even recognized yet at the top here. So users a map, and then there's a
Yeah.
user ID.
And here we could have, I think the login could be that key here instead of ID. Do we have ID? Yeah, we have ID. Okay, the user ID is full. Cool.
Yes, we do have ID because I've seen that before. Okay, so you know what you want
Yeah.
to do for me again? You want to quickly do a copy and paste of that object at the top, just a copy of it, so I can have it down here for reference.
Yeah, so we could just
You
like
know
have
what
it
you
as a
did then,
reference.
right?
Yeah. There is another
Exactly.
thing that we could do is we could have this as split, I think. Let me see. Yeah. So if you split this on the
Like a split screen.
right, yeah. Can you see did the
Okay,
screen
great
get
stuff.
splitted at your
I can
side
see
as
it.
well,
I can
or
see.
just like, or is it just on me?
Yeah, I can see it splitted. It's not splitted on my side. It's just on your side, so I can see it on the screen,
Oh,
and then
okay.
I can work with it exactly that way. Makes sense. Yeah. So we've got ID, and that is sorted. We've got like the user login that can just go here because this is a
Yeah.
part where we sort of like trying to populate the user profile link, right? And I
Yeah.
think that should come with this. Everything should be with that. The moment it's present, you can just like
Where are
things
you?
up there. So this part, the initial should be user dot name,
Yeah.
the first character art, and this get avatar by username. We can just replace that. I think this is what we're going to actually end up using because we will not be getting the avatar URL at any point. But for
I'm
now,
not
we
sure
do
about
have
that,
like the
but like we could
avatar
move forward. Yeah.
and the avatar underscore URL. So that makes sense. And that makes sense. And down here, I think where is that part where we had the link to the name and the bio, right? Okay, yeah,
Um.
thank you for that one.
You're
So it's the
welcome.
link here again.
You mean this
All
one?
right, so it's the link here.
Or wait.
Yes. So the link here, I'll just go on and copy the content here for the
Yeah,
link.
I
So
think
the
we get rid.
username part.
Um, we get
Okay,
rid
I
of
understand
this
what you want
one.
to say now.
So we could move this up.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Move that up.
like have this
So if you
as
do move
a,
that up, you can move this one downwards too. This one here.
yeah, we need to
Move it
move this one
downwards.
down. Is it one or it's two? It's two, yeah.
It's two.
Or
Yep.
one. Wait, I think it's one. Why I'm following you? Just give me a second.
Actually, I
Um,
think.
Here it is. I think this is it.
I still see the squiggly line on my side.
You just give me a second. Okay, I will get
Alright.
back to this. I will. What did we do? So here it
Something is
is.
missing the exact.
And here we have it. And what is the end of this one?
The end of that one is right here.
Yeah. So I will move this up one, and the link should be at the end of this. Okay, the issue is that I'm getting the
Should
other
be
link.
right here.
Yeah, the issue is
Should be
that I'm
exactly
getting the other
before
link,
this last. Yeah, there is that.
and we could get rid
Yes.
of this one and
Exactly.
this one.
Exactly. Delete that one and this one. Boom.
Here it is.
Alright, great stuff. So let me just pick up.
We are
Stopped. Alright, great
That's
stuff.
too much.
You done?
Where are you? Yeah, here we are focused on you right now.
Okay, so. Okay, great stuff. So put this backward a bit, and this too. But anyway, that's not the matter. So, next thing is you already sorted the avatar, right? So the next thing we're trying to sort now is get the user login here
Yeah.
to be. I don't think it's the user login here. It's the user dot name. No, correct.
Yeah, I think we could like have it whatever right now, and
And
then
in
we
this
could
second
check it
span,
again. And for
sure
this could
thing.
be
So
user
in the
dot,
second span is the user login.
yeah.
So for this second span, I think you had like a special size to it. So the special size should be like text. So it should be like a text XS, correct?
I think so, or it's
Yeah.
like
So
smaller.
I should
It's something
do
like
that.
that.
Yeah, that's the smallest size we can get.
Yeah,
Oops.
and yeah, that's cool. Okay, just give me a second. I will focus on you here. Wait, you went. Okay,
All right, one moment.
it's fine. So here we are.
Right now I'm trying to add a relation between the followings and the user, so that we can
Would you
include
like?
the
Yeah.
um
Would you like to share your screen?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure.
Let me do that.
Because like you are working on a different project and we don't have the live share open there.
Yeah.
Is it like the ORM relation?
Yes. Let me see, because I forget everything that I did.
That's fine. Here
So
we could see your screen right now. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to look what I did when I was doing the notifications. So here,
Yeah. Okay.
so this is the DB users flow.
Well, just like start from. Could we start from the beginning? So what project is this one? And
So this is
from
the
where did you
API.
get it? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the API repo from the open source.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see. So here I create a new branch and I'm trying to include the user data in the response from the followings endpoint.
Yeah.
So here I'm adding a new field called following user, which is of type DB user,
Yeah.
and we need to connect that with the DB entity, with the user entity here. So I'm going to add API head property. Yeah. Let me just copy this. Boom. So from this is going to be following user. We're going to call it following user,
So how does this
following
kind of
user.
stuff work? Would you like to give a short explanation on the project structure and that how this kind of ORM work?
Um, I'm not an expert here, but so this is a Nest.js project. Um, oh boy. So here, like we add a entity. An
Yeah.
entity it's just like a database it's just like a table in your database, right?
Yeah.
And here are the columns that you define that will be in your database.
Yeah.
So here you can define relation using one to one relations or one to many or many to many relations.
Yeah.
And for each entity, we have a service for it. And the service this is where all the business logic is going. So this is where we
Yeah.
write all the business logic. This is where we do the this is where we check for the users. This is where we go to the database, find users, and do all this pagination and whatnot.
Yeah. So is this like that the query and the SQL that's happening in the service?
Yeah, we are using Tap ORM, and we can we can use Tap ORM like utilities. I don't know if they are called
Yeah.
utilities, but or also we can also write raw SQL queries.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to join the users from following. They are we have following user ID here. Following user ID, cool. So I'm going to import this. This is not correct. Slash. Yeah. It's not correct. So I'm going to import the DB user to follow DB user command VS Code.
So I think Ola get back again a few minutes ago. Would you like to work on the UI right now and see this, or would you like to? Yeah, I think we could.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
continue. You can continue working in the UI.
Yeah.
And
Okay. And here, what like here? This is like the project that you want to open a PR for that. What's the name of it? The
for the
followers
issue we
right now.
create, yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Um. So should we share my screen again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, sure. Go.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. We see it right now,
All
and
right,
we
great
are
stuff. So,
following Ola again.
apologies for the outbreak. That was just
That's fine because I
apologies
wanted
for the
to get like you
outbreak.
on the
That was
spotlight
just my backup.
because it was cool.
But anyway, anyways, great stuff. So I think we just stopped right here, and where I sort of like converted the login part to like a text access. Yes, exactly. So it's exactly text access because that's what the
Yeah,
buyer already asked to text access.
yeah,
So I think that's it. And then the other part would be this pagination. So maybe for now we can comment that out so that doesn't really disturb us, at least
yeah,
for us
sure.
to see what's currently on the page.
And do we have any
Okay,
other
so the
breaking
other
stuff in
parts that I
here?
think will disturb us
We
is
have the
this.
notifications. Let's change the
This will
notifications
obviously
to
also
users
disturb us.
in all page. So we because like we have 14 thing here, we could use like Control F and search for notification and change them directly and to change everything. The other part that's breaking
Yeah,
right
sure,
now
sure.
is what we have. Just we have the loading and filters. Again, we have loading, filter, filter, top ref. What is top ref, by the way? Top ref
I
is
think that's a thing
reference.
with scrolling to the top.
Let's have it. I'm not sure
Yeah, so you
what
just comment that out. We might be needing it. Just comment it out.
I could get. We could bring it
I
here,
think you just want to
and
comment it out. Or maybe we don't have it here. Yeah, we didn't
yeah, I
have
just
it. That's
added
the
it.
reason why. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing is loading and
Okay,
what
that
is
makes
it?
sense.
The loading and filter is not added. So for loading, let's just add them as constant right now. And we have filter equal
Yeah, true.
following and load. I can't write. Loading equal false. Why this is here?
I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
It just like
I
get
think we have
it
a
just get
squiggly
incomplete.
line because there isn't a definition. Okay, great.
Do you mean the top ref
Oh,
or?
so we can do that. Wow, that makes sense. No, I'm talking about the way you define the multiple.
Yeah, we could do this, and the other way we could do that is like could have it like as filter and have it as an array. So we could have as filter and loading, and I could make it as following and false, and it will be the same
Oh,
result.
it was another.
So
Yeah,
we
no,
could have
this
this
one,
or
another
this.
lecture.
Yeah, so here we could do that, and we did this. Let's see here why this is breaking. Oh, they have no overlap. Let's say here as following.
Yeah,
Wait, why we have no overlap? Is it because like we defined something?
I think that part is
Yeah,
fine now. It's the other part here in the button that needs to be corrected.
you mean here.
Right here too.
So
Mhm.
everything related to yeah, we could just like have it all as following right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have
true.
anything, any errors. So we could right now just see the page how it is, and we could move forward.
Yeah, sure. I can do that. But then I think we're
Let's.
going to have one problem. And the problem is the key. We need to move the key.
Here's the page.
Yeah, great stuff. But it's not looking as nice as I thought.
Um, I think this is kind of okay right now, but yeah, it's like one of the reasons is like we have this as highlighted always, and we don't need that. And the other reason is we don't
Yeah,
have
that's because
this area here. We could inspect that.
the flex.
Yeah, we need to have it as a line
Okay,
bottom, I
so
think, or what was it? This one. And here, what was it? Is it like, let's, I will go to that
yeah, so
lazy
we're going
part
to
of links. And we need to have it as a line
this
items button.
display, not display flex. Just say alliance item.
But
Yeah, flex and yeah, that's it. So
yeah,
just let's just go back to the code and correct that.
sure. We are following you
In
right now.
fact, we can even make it align. We can even align it center. We can even align it
I think
center
center is
if
much
we
better,
want.
yeah, right?
I mean, come on, we can do that.
Let's check
Exactly.
that
The center
again.
is much better because the center can also kind of like make the login work on its own in the absence of the name.
Yeah, I think first align center is much better. Kinda.
It makes sense. Right.
Yeah. So we could go ahead.
So that should be here, right here. So it's already flexed, and that would be items center.
Yeah.
That's just that items center. And any other thing? Yes, there's this other thing. There's this other one thing, and that's the key here, right? I think we needed to move that to the top here for the link.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's any other thing? I think that's all. For now. Yeah, that's everything for now. So let's just check it out.
So we are refreshing the page.
That explains it. On your work environment, you're using like 4 spaces instead of 2, correct?
I'm not sure about that. Um, I'm not sure. I didn't check that, to be honest.
It's all right.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay, great. So
I think we could do.
I think
I
it looks
think.
better now.
Yeah, it looks better. But like, I think we could check if there is no name. We could have the login as the name, and we could
The
have it
name,
like.
right?
Yeah. Wait. Just give me a second. So what I'm thinking about is we could here. If we don't have a name, we could use the login instead of that, and we could
Just
get
put
rid
like
of
a
this.
yeah.
So this is like a minor thing, but like I think I kind of, yeah, we could just like, I think we could have a draft PR for this one, right? So we
Okay.
could get
So for
input.
what you just said, I think we can do it. We can surely do it.
So let's
We
do
can
that.
surely do that, and that can be done this way. That would be we just put a double pipe and say user dot login, right? And right here, we're just gonna say that in the absence of a user, like in the absence of a user dot name, no, when there is a user dot name, if there's a user dot name, then you
Just give me a second.
want to sort of just do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so in the absence of in the presence of the username, that's when you want to display the login there, right? So if there's no username, we don't want
Then
to
we
log
will
in.
have, yeah,
We don't want to log in because the login will actually have taken the place of the username.
yeah,
We can
that's
just
correct.
go on that way. And that should do it.
Let's refresh the page. We are waiting the page to refresh. So right now we will see like in the Mr. Pizza, we will have the vortex. On the others, we will have that. Um,
Yeah, so we see Mr. Pizza Vortex, and the others we're gonna just have the
yeah, here it is. I think
Brandon.
this is better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just waiting this again. Just give me a second. I need to answer my phone.
Right. So the thing that we've just done here for now is we've been able to sort of like just come to a conclusion on finishing of the first iteration, as we call it, the first iteration of uh, the user following page for now, right? And considering the fact that it's the user following page, the user followers page will also be exactly the same thing, right? It's not anything different from this. The only thing we're just trying to get across at the moment is just a structure for how the user's profile is displayed on the page as is. So, like I said, we're just doing that for the following page for now of any user, and we can basically just replicate this same thing for the followers as soon as we are to create the route for that. Correct. So that's just the thing that we've been able to
I
do
just
for
get
now.
back.
Let's
So
get it,
yeah.
Roger.
So should we
All right.
like have the first iteration of this PR and open it as draft right now?
Yeah, sure thing. I think we can do that.
Yeah. And
And I want you to do something. Make sure that the links are worded correctly.
this one?
The links on the
Yeah,
card.
it's correct.
Make
It's
sure the
user
links are
Vortex.
working
So
correctly.
here it is. We
Okay,
have
great.
that localhost, whatever user. But like right now, it will need to take some time because it will load that
Okay, makes
page.
sense. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. So I think we could have that PR opened. Yeah, that's cool. And you are already added as co-authored. So here I will make a new branch from beta, and I need to make a new branch. Just give me a second. Wait. I'm checking out beta, whatever. So it will make it a little bit harder. Yeah. So here I will make a new branch. Let's say add following. Add like following page. Following and follower is the same, but like let's have that. Create a new branch. And when that branch is checked out, yeah, that's the branch. Let's say, what should we name that? Okay, we should have done that. Like, let's the skeleton of the page. Let's say add the routing, and yeah, that's it's not the best. Wait, I will stage all these changes and commit it. And then we could just um let's wait for this to be pushed to GitHub, and then we could open a pull request for that. I think we could open that from here, but yeah. So we could just like open a pull request, and I think we could mention if it's a draft, and we could have a second iteration for that later. There is an issue. Get use confidence allow empty message. It's not an empty message. Wait.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Um. I didn't realize that too. Just give me a second. I will wait. Why this is not staged? This is staged. Let's commit that. And I hope it will not make a mistake, an issue here. Ports, comments, problems, terminal. I will close this following stuff. We don't need them anymore. And here, I think this would be a draft till we have the endpoints, or maybe someone would just say, let's have no, we will need to have the endpoints PRs to get this out of draft and get it
Exactly.
merged.
Exactly. But at least maybe we can. Yeah, we need the adjustment needs to be made on the following endpoint, and then we need the followers endpoint too.
Yeah, we need both of them, so we will wait for the API work first, then we could.
Um, so I think I'm nearly done, but I cannot test it right now because of an error I'm getting.
Yeah,
So I did comment. Yeah, I did comment on the issue to let I don't know maybe someone or Nick if they can help me resolve that.
wait, why I can't comment this one here? So for you, are you just like you did you open a PR and make it as draft and then you will have that conversation there, or you just like shared the error that you are having?
Yeah, I just shared the error. Maybe I'm going to open a draft PR.
Yeah, I think that would be
So they
like
can
it
see
would
your
show
code
the code.
exactly too.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me do
Yeah.
that. Git diff.
Okay, so what issue are you having with this committee now, Roger?
I'm not sure. Just like, wait, where is that output? I think it's not sure about that. It's using get npm info using npm 1023. We have the open git log show command output. I think I should show the command output, right?
Oh,
Let me see that.
it's wanting us to remove stuffs that are commented out. So I think the commented out thing is actually a lot too. Maybe we can remove
Wait,
that. We commented out the whole pagination logic.
unexpected. Yeah, wait, it's not like that. We have that here. It's asking like unexpected console statement, and this is like 66,
React hook
5,
use effect as a
67,
missing
68.
dependency. Fetch element.
I think we could ignore that, but like whatever. So yeah, so
Oh,
it's saying we need to remove this stuff. Wait, and the other stuff that's it's
yeah.
telling
So I
us
think one of the
is
dependencies we want to hide is open a git error again. I see something there. You see the warning,
this
or
one.
it's okay, that is a warning actually. So it's not something we should
Yeah,
pay attention to. Unexpected
in fetch
console
following there is a
statement.
debate.
Okay, so those are the things that needs to be.
Yeah, I removed them, and here the other thing
Yeah, I
is
think we
just
can
like
skip that.
yeah, we have this dependency and we didn't use that, so it's asking that. So we could skip it, but like at another time, it's just like this is not needed. So yeah, here we could have that.
Yeah, the missing dependencies that he wants us to add to that place is, like I said, it's just a warning. It's not necessarily blocking. So we can just receive
Yeah,
commit.
and this needs. Okay, so the issue here is that we have side effect in this one. So when we call that, this session is coming from up, but we could include it as a parameter here, and this way we will solve that issue and we will have it inside. But I think we could just um like move forward right now and check this stuff later.
Just leave. Let's just leave that for now.
Yeah, let's leave it for later, and we could just like do that um basic stuff right now here. And why it's not like doing anything? Let's wait for that.
What is that?
I mean, this well, why it's taking too long from my side? The git commit.
I think it's just because of the pre-commit thing.
Oh, okay. I forgot that. I think it should run the pre-commit and then yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it should do the pre-commits, do the late staged stuff and everything.
Yeah, and the file is large somehow. So when we get that, we will have a port. By the way, it's just for you. Like I just noticed that it already added you as a co-author for Ola and for Al Hajji, and this happened by like it has been done automatically by I think the live share, which is cool stuff.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's committed. I'm going to publish that into my branch and onto my like account, and then we will open up a request. It's published. Let's go to
So is
GitHub
it
right now.
committed now and the branch is published?
Yeah, branch is published. It's committed, and my screen just closed. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Daily the dev. Great stuff.
And here I think we should see it. Yeah, here is it, the branch. Let's go and add that. Uh, feed add the skeleton for the following and followers list. And here we could just like work it on this. Okay, it's this PR add the basic needs for that following and followers list, and have a different page for them. This is a draft PR, let's say. Worked on it with Ola, not Ola, this one. Was you? Yeah. So your name is your username is different than your. Okay, and Takonomi.
Yeah.
So here and here we could add it as a
Just like
feature.
him, his username is different from his name too.
Yeah.
My name is kind of long and complicated to pronounce. Yeah.
And here
Exactly.
we need to close this.
I created a draft PR in the API.
Ah, really? I will just let's finish this one and we'll go to that, and we could like have it look on it. I think we could just like we need to add a screenshot. This one here before nothing. Well, let's say just like add the screenshot. We don't need to have it before after. We don't have tests. We didn't add anything to documentation. And would you like to choose a GIF?
He said,
Would you like to choose a GIF for teamwork, let's say?
"Oh, so
do
you guys,
Work.
so you guys actually have this what do you call it? These browser extension that helps you decide, that helps you search for GIF. I didn't know
Yeah.
this kind of
Yeah.
stuff exist. What's the name of the extension?
I think, yeah, I didn't know about that. I think the first time I saw this extension was on one of the comments from Brian.
Yeah. You like I think it was Sunday. Sunday was asking. I think it was Sunday. I don't remember. He was asking about this extension.
I remember asking
Yeah,
in one
I
of my
think
PRs, asking where you guys get this GIFs from. I mean, come on, I was asking, but nobody answered me.
I didn't see that PR, so I don't know about that. So should we have
I
teamwork, or do
mean,
you have another like
I was
keywords that we should
actually
work on?
always.
You are always
Yeah,
what?
I think teamworks actually makes sense. I like that one. I like that one in the middle
This one.
with the teamwork in the rainbow color.
Where?
Yes, the one
No,
in the middle.
this one.
Uh, no, scroll up to the top. Scroll up.
Ah, you mean this like the four people jumping?
Yeah, that one.
Let me see.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Let's go with that.
Nice.
Hello. Let's create a draft. By the way, you were saying something related to the GIF. You were actually something, and then I disrupted you.
Okay, so what I was saying is I was actually asking, I literally asked in one of my PRs, like, where do you guys get this GIS from? Like, where is your GIF plug? You should plug me in so I can get some GIFs too. Because if I'm going to be using the few times I've actually used GIFs in my PR description, I was needing to go to some GIF sites to download and
Yeah,
then manually upload. So all that stress isn't something I like to do. That's the reason why you will not necessarily always see GIFs in my pull requests
yeah.
because it's just that way.
I used to be like that, I think, for a couple of months, but like then when I saw this extension, I was like, okay, I will use that. It's easier. I think it's called GIF for GitHub or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, GIF for GitHub. Yeah, we'll check it out. I'm gonna check
So
it.
here we have the
But I
code
also
that
noticed something on your computer now. For every instances where you mention like a user, it's sort of like showing the picture to it. Is that some browser extension doing that too?
Ah, yeah, that's another browser extension. That's called Refined GitHub. It's Refined GitHub browser
Okay, that makes
extension, which
sense.
is it's an extension that's having some extra like features for GitHub, which is something like showing even like showing the first time when this project started, the first commit,
Oh,
having like a
nice.
better view and whatever and stuff like that.
Okay,
Like there is a lot of stuff to mention down by the way,
okay, that
and
makes sense.
it's interesting. I will share that. And I found out about this by the way from Nick Tyler when he was talking about some kind of I think contribution he did to this. He moved that from JavaScript to TypeScript.
Nice,
So we
nice.
get back to that.
Um,
Mm. So this is like the code you have written in Techonomy,
yeah.
and this is I think this is related to our like all of these
To
issues
our
related
issue, yeah.
together.
Yes.
Here we have DB users, the inner join that you did. Yeah, okay, so you were trying to have the same query and have the other stuff inside it.
Yeah. I basically just copied what I did in the notifications
Oh,
and
okay.
just changed the name.
Okay, and here we have that. Sure.
So
Do you
this
want
is
to
going
have
to add
any?
another.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is going to add a another um another field in the response called following user, which is all the
Yeah,
information of the following of the user. Yeah, of the user who is following the user. I don't know if that makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense. So you will have that information inside it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
I'm not sure if
I
this is going to work. I didn't test it, so
Yeah, we
we'll
should.
see.
We will see that. I didn't download this project, so
We
I
do
will.
stuff
I
like
will not.
that. It will work.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We trust Elijah. It will work. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll ship
I'm.
a lot of bugs.
Yeah. But like it's a draft, so it's just like fine.
Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
correct.
2 hours.
Yeah, I think we get like into a good. Yeah, we get like into a good point in that two PRs.
Mm-hmm.
and we maybe could finish this. How was it for you both? Like, how did you feel about this kind of working in public and working together?
I think Tabnum Dev should go first.
I mean, this is my first time, so I don't know. Maybe um, it was great. It was good, like talking to you guys and doing this together. Maybe I will start streaming,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
cool.
I,
That's a visitor.
I need a better setup. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need a nice camera and a mic.
but it's fine, I think, because like if you see like the first time I was streaming, I was using my webcam from the PC itself. I didn't have any extra like other stuff. It's just like the same as. Let me see if I could change as this cam. Hey, hey.
This I like. I
I mean,
prefer
this one
these
is
even
great.
better. It feels more personal.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
the other one here, which
But
is like
anyway,
have
it's
light
great.
and stuff. Yeah. So I think we could finish this right now, and we.
Yep.
By the way, don't like if you could stay for a second when we finish, we just like have a was string conversation.
So you haven't even asked. I haven't even answered the question.
Yeah, I asked
How
you about
was for
that. I was
me
like, we get
being on
lost.
live
Okay,
streaming?
so
You
how was
don't
it
care
for
about
you?
my answers.
How was it for you? Don't get
Okay, so
distracted,
like
by
I
the way,
said,
when you are doing something.
unlike unlike Alhaji here, it's actually not my first time. It's my second time, and all thanks
Yeah,
to you, who made the first one possible. So it's kind
thank
of
you.
like even more enjoyable. You know, the first time I would just assume that I didn't really have directions, to really do it. But now I'm kind of like more comfortable. And like I said, all thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you for
And
that.
more
Thank you
stuff
for
to come,
joining.
right? And
Yeah,
don't worry, Raj, you did great. You did great. I mean, come on. Being on the first team, you can't imagine what it was like for me on the first time. I was literally
Oh,
sweaty.
I mean, I was
and
sweating
stress.
in the beginning, like really.
It's true. I was Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And maybe the sweat isn't as visible as mine the other time. I just had everything covered with my face hat then, like I had a cap on
Yeah.
on the first stream.
Yeah, I
But my
watched
whole
it. Yeah.
shirt was just kind of like dripping. Exactly. So it's actually great. It's great being here and I enjoyed it. Maybe I should start streaming too. But man,
Yeah.
it's just not one of those stuff for me.
Yeah, I
And then I'll
should.
consider it.
I would
Yeah.
love
Why
to see
not?
you like
Let's do
streaming.
it.
Like after a while, we will see like everyone who like being in the episodes was streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Exactly. But I think it's great. It's actually nice. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. So,
Man,
would you
you
like
said that.
to
But yeah.
do? Would you like to say anything?
So have you concluded the pull request?
What?
Have you
Can you
concluded
repeat?
the request?
Yeah, I opened that pull request,
Like the
and I
pull
think
the I'm asking like whether you concluded the PR.
in the PR for that I just opened, it was like everything we did.
The draft PR.
Yeah, it's everything we did.
Okay.
So it's like the
Okay,
all
that makes
the
sense.
the whole code with the comments and everything. Here it is,
Cool.
It makes sense.
and we wrote.
So I kind of like saw something when you were writing the commit message. I noticed it had like my name in it. It had like Alhaji's
Your
name in
email.
it. Were you the one who typed that in manually, or it was
No,
that did that
it,
itself?
it was the live share extension itself. So it added all of your information by itself.
Oh,
I didn't do anything, and there is no
it,
other thing that I'm using for
oh,
sharing and
that
getting
makes
your
sense.
information. So it's just like the extension, and as it's
Oh,
getting your GitHub
Yeah.
information, so I think it's adding it as well.
nice. That's pretty cool.
So yeah. So that's it. Do you have anything else you would like to say before ending the stream?
Like great stuff. So I don't know.
Not really.
Oh no. I don't know how many people are maybe joining the stream, but the thing I just got to say is thank you for joining us. This is very new to us. We may not have done this well. We may not have done this as well as as well as B Doggy does it, as well as Jay
Brandon,
Longstaff. I don't remember his name. As well as Josh
Yeah,
Goldberg does
just
it,
back.
as well as all
Yeah.
those good streamers does it,
Daniel
right?
Raw or like the Prime
Exactly.
again.
Oh,
Oh,
Daniel is
But
okay.
good.
just exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just our own way of doing it. And in the end, the main reason why we were here is just to, like collaborate on fixing a certain issue in open source on our favorite open sourced project, right? So that was the
Yeah.
goal, and we were able to, at least do some little bit of things that sort of like starts the fix of the issue. We created like more issues to sort of like create some parts that should also help us fix the issue and going forward and stuff. So that's the main reason why we're here, and we were able to, like do it, right? So that's great stuff. Don't mind the stream, just mind the solution we were able to sort of like start creating to the problem that we had at hand. So thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, thank you everyone who joined today. And do you have anything else you would like to say, Takanomi?
Not really.
Yeah, sure, okay. And thank you everyone who joined today, and hopefully we'll see you in
You
another
do have
stream.
something to say. What is the background that you've got there? La technology? Is that
Mm,
a workplace or something?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is my office. This is the office. Yeah, like technology. Oh, what I'm trying to do here. Downward lang. This is like the technologies in your language.
Okay,
We are going to teach you how to code or learn to code
okay,
in our own language. Yeah,
oh, that's a really cool
our
project.
local language.
okay. That makes sense.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
All right, I
Hey,
Awesome.
don't
thank you
know.
for having us.
Let's take pictures.
Yeah,
Let's take.
sure.
Hey, don't go anywhere. You just want to run? Come on, chill.
Are we
Let's
doing the
take
editing?
pictures.
Like all his photos, he's like I don't know, he's yelling or what is it?
Are you talking about it?
Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie.
Hey, Nick.
So
Nick just joined, by
just
the
do
way.
that. Hey,
And you are
oh,
tech.
there's Nick. Okay,
Yeah.
great stuff. Oh, great stuff. Hi, Nick.
I see me.
Hey.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Your hand is
Bye
blocking your
bye.
face. All right, great stuff.
Yeah.
Bye.
So for
Cool.
Nick, we just
And
like
yo, Nick, let's just leverage that now.
maybe we could if he has time he could join if he
Let's just
wants.
kind of like leverage that now. There's some issues that we've.
Wait,
I mean,
let
come
me
on, that
see.
would be great. That
So
would be great. Too.
I would just like give a short. Yeah, just give me a second. So what we were doing is just like we opened a pull request for that following page and followers page and that, and we did some kind of we did open an issue and pull request. I think Techonomy just did that right now in that API, and yeah, that's it. If you would like to join, you are free. Like if you have time, if you don't have time, it's okay. So yeah, go ahead, Ola, right now. It's your time.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is the issues that we've kind of like opened that sort of like we opened it because of this, like stream. Maybe I'm just saying so like Nick can sort of like help us fast track the reviews of the works on the issues because I think now El Haji here has some sort of blockers and on the issue that he was already working on for this stream. So maybe he can, like get help quick so we can just, be able to round up in no time. That's what I just have to say.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. By the way, he
Oh,
can't
Nick said
join.
he's in a cafe.
He is in a
Enjoy the
cafe,
coffee, please.
and the internet is not like good there. So yeah.
It's not the best
Yeah.
internet, exactly.
That's it.
But anyway, thank you for joining us. And until next, I don't know when next Roger is gonna gather us here to, like do this stuff again because it's great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hopefully we
definitely
do
have
that
to come
again.
back here.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll decide on something so we could do it together again.
For sure. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay,
I
awesome.
look forward
Cool.
to it.
Thank you
Yeah.
again.
Bye.
And thank you for everyone who joined today. And hopefully, we see you in another stream. By the way, if you could stay for a few seconds after the stream, it would be awesome. I'm just playing